Hi, love and greetings to you. I'm Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation and been doing this for over 23 years. I used to be a divorce mediator before, and I want to approach this topic in a kind way, but it's going to be informative. You may disagree with some of what I have to say, and that's okay. But I hope you at least take it into consideration and recognize that we all see things a little differently. But in this case, I'm going to approach this topic, which is my husband can't stop looking at other women. I'm going to approach this topic in a way that I hope will help you, because there's several things going on here. And I'm not going to excuse your husband, because that's not really what this is about. You know, you're offended. Let's boil this down to what it means to you that he's looking at other women. Let's say that what's happening to you as a result is you feel humiliated. You feel like you're not everything for him, and you want to be, and so you're offended. And so you could either feel like beaten down, or you could feel like screw you. And all of these reactions that you have to his behavior, I'm going to put it into a context that may surprise you. You see, there's been a misunderstanding that is just so much part of the framework of our society, but it's wrong. And it's deep, even in its incorrectness. So stay with me, because I can't just say it out loud and you get it. When I was a kid, and I would go to Sunday school or Hebrew school, I was raised Jewish, even those who were teaching us taught us about that we had a soul. And you know what? You would think that that's good, but it's not true. You see, we are, because on the other side, they say God created us in his image. And I used to think when I was a kid, so God is a man, and then he took out this rib and made a woman, so really I'm the one who's created in God's image, and women are not, they're just part of us. It didn't quite make sense for me, but I was a kid, so I could only go so far with it. It wasn't until I got older and I did a lot of study of spiritual ideas that I came to realize what that means, God created us in his image, is that we're souls. And souls don't have a male or female form in this world. Souls are souls, they're spirit. And yes, we have a body, right? You could say easily, without even thinking about it, I have a body. Well, what if that I is the soul and it says, I have a body? That would be fine, but that's not what's happening. What's happening is we think of ourselves without saying so, without thinking about it. We say I, meaning the mind. And in spiritual realms, that I that thinks it's the mind is thought of as the little I, the ego. I have a body. If the I is the mind, is not even true. The truth is that I am the soul. I have a body. I also have a mind. But we were mistaught into thinking, I have a soul. Puts it in a realm that is not quite tangible. But when you go, I am the soul, I am joy, I am love, I am wisdom, and I am really distracted by creation because I think I'm the mind. So everything that's happening in creation is affecting me, the mind, and I don't feel the love. I don't feel the joy. I don't feel the wisdom. I feel suffering. I feel humiliated because my husband is looking at other women. I feel put down. I feel unappreciated. It's not you. You, the soul, cannot have those feelings. It's you. You are. It felt like Steve Martin for a moment, for those of you who remember him. You're the soul. You're supposed to be relating to your husband on that plane of love because he's your soul mate. And you're supposed to, not excusing it is the wrong term. You're supposed to recognize that he's imperfect. And he has these idiosyncrasies that are distracting for him too. But if you lift yourself above these distractions of your mind telling you that he's hurting you, that he's humiliating you, that he's the cause of your suffering, and you recognize that the mind is telling you this because it's focused on survival. Actually, that's what's really going on, is the mind is being told by the body, watch out, you might die, watch out, this is trouble. And so you're missing the opportunity to feel that love, that connection with your husband. You're being pulled away from the love by the mind, by this feeling that the mind has. You know, there's two kinds of feelings. We're not taught that. There's the feeling of love. Western psychology has reduced that feeling of love. They call it an emotion. But it's not an emotion, and you know it. Because when you are experiencing love, it's overwhelming. It's everything. But when you have that emotion of fear, of being put down or reduced, it has nothing to do with the soul. If you ignore it. And there's an expression. Actually, the expression was coined by Patanjali, who was an ancient philosopher. And he said, he used the term holy indifference. Holy because you as a soul are holy. And there's nothing more holy than love. Holy indifference. You're indifferent to the minor little things that come up. Why should you get sucked into all that nonsense? All it's going to do is reduce your ability to realize your true nature. You see? Your true nature is joy. You're supposed to be happy. You got married to be happy. You got married to have that love. And these can be ever increasing. But the mind is afraid of love. It's afraid of joy. The mind is limited because it's a mechanical device. It's just a computer. And so it reduces us. So if your husband is looking at women, or if your husband says something mean to you, or if your husband would rather watch sports on TV than take a walk with you and the dog, don't take it on personally. On the other hand, if you run with that love that you have for him and turn it into actions of love and thoughts of love, then he'll want to be with you all the time. And he will stop over time looking at other women or being distracted by other things. Now, some people put this looking at women in a separate category. It shouldn't be in a separate category. Men have their flaws that are almost part of man's biology, and women have theirs, which is part of their biology. The point is, lift yourself above it. Focus on the love. When you see him being pulled into this terrible activity, love him. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. Go to our website, see what we have to offer. Like this video, hit that thumbs up, and visit us again. I'm glad you came by. God bless you and take care.